Norris points out McLaren's biggest weakness for the season. Let's break it down. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike Ross, and today we're diving into some key updates ahead of the Australian Grand Prix. One of the most interesting developments this season is the changes teams have made to their car noses. Yep, you heard that right. Several teams have been tweaking their nose designs during preseason testing, and these changes are far from random. Take Red Bull, for example. They went with a shorter nose, and it seems to be working well so far. Following their lead, teams like Mercedes and Aston Martin have switched to longer noses, integrating them more seamlessly with the front wing.
Why does this matter? Well, it's all about aerodynamics and balance. The nose is one of the first parts of the car to interact with the airflow, so its design plays a huge role in how the air moves around the rest of the car. The shape and width of the wings below the nose also vary from team to team, and these small details can make a big difference in performance. With the Australian Grand Prix just around the corner, we're likely to see even more updates, so keep an eye out for comparison photos, data, and maybe even some leaked info, because let's be real, that always happens. If you spot anything interesting during the race weekend, drop a comment and let me know. Now, let's talk about what the experts are saying. Gary Anderson from the race did a deep dive into the preseason data, adjusting lap times for factors like tire compounds and fuel loads to get a clearer picture of each team's performance. According to him, McLaren is looking strong in race pace, not necessarily half a second faster, but definitely at the top. However, they're struggling a bit in qualifying due to some rear instability, which we've touched on before. On the other hand, teams like Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull have been dealing with understeer during testing. Verstappen mentioned it, and it sounds like Hamilton and Leclerc have noticed it too. Meanwhile, in the midfield, Alpine and Williams seem to have made some solid improvements compared to last year. But here's the thing. There's a lot of convergence in car designs this season. Most cars look pretty similar, but the small differences in performance are what's going to make or break races. McLaren is coming into Australia as one of the favorites, but don't forget, updates are always on the way. Some people say preseason testing doesn't mean much, but I disagree. Teams don't just show up for fun. They're gathering data and making adjustments. If everyone sticks with their preseason setups, McLaren has the edge. But if teams bring upgrades, things could change fast. Ferrari or Red Bull might close the gap or even pull ahead. We'll know more once we see the cars in action and compare them to their preseason versions. Look out for changes in the nose, floor, and rear wing. There's a lot that can be tweaked. Oh, and one more thing. The FIA is changing how they regulate the rear wing starting in Australia. This could shake up strategies for teams like McLaren, so it's definitely something to watch. For now, the top 4 teams are pretty close, with McLaren leading in race pace but facing some challenges in qualifying due to that rear instability. It's going to be an exciting weekend, and the expectations are through the roof for the Australian Grand Prix. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. See you next time.